Hey, this is Les from the TV Dudes. As part of our coverage of ATX Television Festival Season 8, I got to sit down and chat with Atypical producer Mary Rohlich. We talk about changes between the seasons on Atypical, portraying the challenges of mental health alongside the challenges of adolescence, and much more. I'm joined by MyTVFamily pod host Robin Leon, and we hope you enjoy this interview.
So let's jump right in. Can you talk to us a little bit about the small topic of the challenges of moving from a portrayal of an adolescent teenager on the spectrum to someone entering the world as a young adult, where typically we don't need as much from our parents, and kind of how that changes the dynamic for both the parents and the child?
Sure, that's a huge
Small questions.
Huge question. Yeah, well, you mean specifically to Sam?
Yeah.
This has been really great to explore, especially in a series where you have long form available to you to kind of tell that story, because I think it's not nuanced and it's subtle, and there are specific things. It's not like he's just jumping into a whole new world. Things change ever so slightly all the time, and I think having to navigate that as a person on the spectrum, even as a person who's not, is hard, and we really get to explore that in this season. And Sam, we always try to make it from his character. So where is this character at? What would his specific challenges be? Or how would he navigate something that, might be different from his normal everyday routine? So it's, did I answer that?
Yeah, no, I think that's great. And I love that you think it's like a fun, cool challenge, right?
Yeah, it's great.
Let's write it up.
Yeah.
Between season 1 and season 2, I know that there were some adjustments made for more neurotypical, or more actors with autism in the show, and to address some concerns and criticisms. Where is the line where that criticism becomes something that you really listen to, or what makes it rise to? I know right now a lot of fandom. I mean, we just watched Game of Thrones end with 800,000 armchair showrunners.
Yeah.
Where does the line come where you stop and go, maybe we really should address or look back at what we've done, or make changes?
I think we are constantly doing that. I feel like season 1 of a show is so hard. You're creating a world from scratch, and every step of the process is challenging. And so on some level, you're trying to find who Sam is, and then who's his best friend, and what is their relationship, and how do and a lot of that was in sort of the original script, but then it evolves over the course of it. You're also like, what does the living room look like? What color are you're figuring out all this stuff. So sometimes I feel like you barely have time to kind of get everything right. You can't get everything right. Season 2, that was something, having more actors on the spectrum was something we always wanted to do. And there is a character, season 1, who's an actor who's on the spectrum, Christopher. And season 2, we were like, okay, we need to do more here. We want to do better. And you have time in between seasons to think about that.
Sure.
And Rabia, who's created the show, we walked every day and we talked about it in post. We just constantly are like, how can we improve? How can we make the set a better place to work? How can we make the environment better? How can we make our schedule better? How can we spend our money more wisely? How can we get more actors who are on the spectrum? How can we get more involved with the community? And also having something out there in the world for people to see and understand made it easier to find people. So season 2, when our casting and even we were out in the world like looking for people, we were getting a lot more responses, so we could find a lot more actors. Season 3, it's been even more so. And so what's great is that, and we get the opportunity to continue to improve. And I think on some level, criticism, some of it you can't listen to, and some of it you can say like, okay, is that true? Could we do better? Absolutely. Like, should we have more female directors? 100%. Should we have more people on our crew who have disabilities? Should we have, more people from different communities? You just have to be aware of it, and I think, and if you're not trying to improve and do better, then you're living in a bubble because you're also creating work that you want people to see. I mean, you want people to respond to it. And so some of that's good, some of that's bad. I think at the end of the day, it has to be true to what you're making. So for Rabia, on some level, like she's very receptive to hearing what people think about the show, but she also is very true to what the show is. And so she, I know people want specific things told, and we're going to do what's best for the show and these characters, because I think we're not trying to please everyone, but if you try that, I think you'll fail. So yeah.
That's great. I think it makes sense that you have data in season 2, right? Like there's context and history and something to build off of.
Yeah.
That's a good point. You have to start from what the living room sofa looks like, right?
I know, and I just hope that we get to keep making it and keep going, because I think even, we discovered there was an actor who was on the spectrum who auditioned for a very small role this season, like a one-line thing. And we watched her, and we fell in love with her, and she wasn't right for that role, thank goodness, because Rabia immediately said, I need to write a role for her, and then came up with a character based on this woman, and is now in season 3 and appears a few times. And that kind of thing, it's like she's so special and unique and specific, and I love that we get to discover things like that and then make adjustments.
Yeah. Organically.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I think we're getting the wrap up here.
Okay.
So one last question, if you don't mind. What are you watching? What will you be binging on the plane ride home?
Well, I binged something on the way here because I had a 5-hour delay.
Oh, God.
And that was Fleabag. And has everybody said that?
Phoebe Waller-Bridge is our new queen.
We've all binge watched Fleabag
last one. With it. And I'm not gonna lie, I rewatched the last 2 episodes the past couple nights while I've been at this hotel, because I'm blown away. I absolutely love it. Yeah. I don't know what comes after Fleabag. I don't know.
I watched Crashing. It's at least 6 more episodes.
Wait, is there season 2?
No.
Oh.
No.
Don't get my hopes up. Yeah,
Those
I've
Brits
already
and their
seen
short
it.
seasons.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? It's perfect. It's the way that this season 2 ended of Fleabag is perfection. So
I really didn't think she could improve on season 1, and it genuinely does.
I love it.
That's perfect. Thank
Can
you
I talk
so
about
much.
Fleabag more?
Right? Yes. You want to come on a podcast?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
The TV Dudes is an independently run podcast and a member of the Electric Sweater Podcast Network. We are exclusively listener supported. If you'd like to help us out, go to patreon.com/tvdudes. You can like us on Facebook and Twitter @TVDudes. All the music for our show is by our friend and original TV dude, Gregory J. Amani Smith. To find out more about us, go to thetvdudes.com and electricsweater.com. I'm Grant Davis. Thanks for listening.